it seemed like it was 30, 27 forever. Neither team could really make much of a shot. And then you kind of got it going there, and it seemed like somebody had to have a spark for there to be a little separation. I think, went from like 2 or 3 point lead up to 9, I think, after your little flurry there. What kind of happened in that sequence? And then kind of Nick took over from there the rest of the way, it seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this, like, after what happened in Lexington, it was going to be a defensive battle, and we really needed to fight on the defensive end. So kind of start the second half. We did play the last 10 minutes of the first half how we wanted to. Felt like we weren't the aggressor, and so we kind of came out, and it was kind of back and forth. Nobody was really throwing it was kind of just light punches, if you will. And so it was good that we got a big punch there that kind of gave us that 11, I think it was 9 or 11 point lead there in the middle of the second half. But really, it was just the movement, and just we were driving the ball, driving the pressure, and not stagnating out. And that I was a beneficiary of a couple back cuts, good passes from Nick and PJ that really helped kind of spark us, get some easy buckets, get us out of that little roll. And then obviously Nick took over, made some tough shots, made a couple threes, and then that kind of helped us stretch that lead.
It was kind of like a handoff almost in a relay or something, because you had like the little quarter points around, then you drove a double team, and picked it back up and 3, and then kind of Nick took over.
Yeah. That was a big point in the game.
Nick, it's kind of a different era in college athletics, and this was like a second senior day. I mean, a lot of guys don't get that.
Yeah.
What was that like? I mean, did it seem, I mean, did it feel like, I know you guys have one more game here, but like, what was that like to have the crowd here and really to do what you did in the second half? Can you just talk about how special that was for you and encapsulate maybe the season as a whole?
Yeah, it's a second senior night for me, officially an old man. But the fans mean everything to us. Without their support, we might not have even won tonight. They really showed up for us. And knowing, playing at home and knowing that they have our back just gives everybody confidence. Been out there making big plays, gets them going and stuff, and everybody just feeds off that energy, which helps us close the games out.
I think 2 weeks ago, in Chattanooga, it was kind of obvious what needed to be worked on. And I think, they haven't won all 4 games since then. I think the defensive turnaround has been pretty evident. Can you speak to how the team responded to that challenge defensively the last 2 weeks since Chattanooga?
Yeah, really just, getting back to our identity. We've in the non-conference when we started out the year so hot, defense, we were holding teams in the 60s, high 60s, and we kind of lost that at Chattanooga and a couple other games. So, just at practice and whatnot, just emphasizing that we need to play defense if we want a chance, and everybody's buying into it, and I think we're starting to reap the benefits of that buy-in.
Ben, what went into sort of like the outlet passes you guys were trying to get on the break? Is that based on how VMI was playing, or is that just trying to like initiate your aggression in a different way offensively?
Yeah, we knew we wanted to get out in transition. We were able to get a couple easy outlets today, get downhill, draw some fouls. Obviously got the dunk in transition. They obviously pick up with some pressure. And they do a good job with that, kind of taking you out of your rhythm. So if we can kind of beat them down the court, we knew that was going to be an important factor for the game. So obviously I was a beneficiary of one there on the dunk, but it really was just we wanted to try to generate as many stops as we could. And really, I mean, we've held teams in the 30% shooting the last 3 games. And then today we had them there. And then at the end, they had a flurry of tough shots, and credit to them. But really almost 4 games in a row, we've held teams in the 30s on shooting percentage, which has been an important thing for us. And that's when we win. That's when we're at our best. We're getting deflections and that. And so we really emphasized that. And so just wanted to get as many easy buckets as we could.
So, Nick, the last 2 games that I've seen you play, you come really strong second half. Great scoring there. What's it like for you when you kind of get that hot hand going a little bit? Do you ever have to heat check a little bit just to kind of check and see what's –
Yeah, I definitely had to heat check during the game. It was that transition brief. But, when shots start going in, and I start to find my rhythm, I just try to be as present as I can, just kind of stay in the moment. Not think about the next shot or, what's going to happen. Just, try and just keep going in, like, the flow state, just not really thinking out there, just playing. So, my teammates have confidence in me, which definitely helps. So whenever I'm open, they expect it to go up, and definitely shoot it.
We get mad when he doesn't shoot the open one.
Yeah, this question might be best for you because you're going to be like one of the only Paladin you ever play at Timmins Arena.
Yeah.
But the experience of, even though this is your home court, you know, you got to go on a bus every game this year. And I know we have a week of the season left, but just kind of looking ahead, do you think the way y'all had to kind of go, not literally on the road, but kind of sort of on the road every game this year, I think it's going to maybe pay off in Asheville?
You know, you never know. It definitely could. You know, it's just, I feel like everybody's just kind of gotten used to it by now. You know, we're an eat off the floor type of team, so we just want to, you know, it doesn't matter how we get to the game. You know, any court, anywhere, we'll just play our hardest and come out with a dub.
Last question I have for you, Dan. Do you think the improvement defensively the last few games, is that just attention to detail, or what goes into, like, I mean, it's more than just effort. Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, I think just an emphasis and where your mindset is. You know, as leaders, we needed to kind of reshape our focus. We got caught up in, you know, our offense wasn't clicking, and we weren't making shots, and we weren't, you know, getting into the 80s like we needed to, but we were giving up 80 points. And so when you do that, it's going to be hard to win games, no matter if you got a great offense or you know, an average offense. And so I think for us, like, we just reemphasized and doubled down on, like, defense is what's going to, like, if we're going to win a championship, it's going to be by our defense. And if you look in Asheville, like, the teams that defend win championships. And, like, you hear a defense wins championships, but, like, this team, that's our key, and that's our ticket. And so just kind of the leadership had to, you know, and we're still growing with that, right? Like, it's easy. It's so easy in basketball to be focused on offense. And like, because everybody looks at the offense and how many points you score and this and that. But, like, the best teams can get to the point where everybody's bought into defense and getting stops, because getting stops, that's how we get out in transition. That's how we get out for leak out dunks and easy shots and transition threes, and we get our great shooters great looks. And so that's really been the key for us. Thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good game, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you guys.